So Foy again, puts it into the center, but nobody there, and an easy take for the Anguillan goalkeeper. So into the center, the Anguillans, back up to number 8, Kezia Gums, who's now playing in defense. And that will go into touch, and that should be a corner for the Anguillans. So the Anguillans' 6th or 7th corner for the game. And like I said, they've had over 65% of the control of the ball, and they have been very dangerous in these set plays. So this could be danger. So here we are, all the Anguillans are down. There they come in, not the best of quicks, and that goes into touch, and it'll be a goal kick for the BVI. So we've seen some fairly decent kicks by the Anguillans, but he coming in now, and that was not a very good kick taken there by Roxana Bradshaw, who actually scored the first goal and has had a very decent game. Oh dear, number 10 for Anguilla, this could be danger. Peters quick off our line. The first goal scorer comes in. This guy, oh dear me. Carla Johnson looking for that one, couldn't get it onto the back of her boot. Peters, as she has done all night, quick off the line, came off of her line, left her goal unattended. Both goal scorers, which is Colleen Johnson and Roxanne Bradshaw, well, they had a chance to get it, but unfortunately were unable to get boot to ball, and it was a reprieve for the Virgin Island girls. So, Colleen Johnson with another chance. She's got a lovely touch, really runs lovely with the ball, and that should be a corner. So Colleen Johnson has had a tremendous game. She's looked very dangerous every time she's gotten the ball. She attacks straight to the goal. And what the Anguillans have had is someone in the front who stays in the front for very much most of the game and has been in the play. And both Colleen Johnson and Roxanne Bradshaw have done just that. So again, we are seeing as we wind down now in this second half that the Anguillans have done a much better job at utilizing balls when they get it past their half. Both Colleen Johnson and Roxana Bradshaw have had a good game. On the contrary, the Virgin Islands have been unsure. They have shuffled their players. We've seen Kimone Mills been moved around. Kalena Smith been moved from defense to offense. She's also pulled a muscle. Also, we've seen Kezia Gums play from offense to defense, and now Kezia another one of the players suffering from cramp, which tells us that the fitness level of the Virgin Islands girls has not been, again, up to scratch. So another Virgin Island girl suffering from cramps. In again comes the physio, not for the first time, dealing with another cramp. Is she going to be taken out of the field, or will she yet again have that dealt with on the field? I would have suggested the referee might be better off asking her to come off of the field, lift her off, and deal with that cramp on the side, because that's just, from what I can see from here, is basically there's a lack of fitness by the Virgin Islands girls. So the referee has asked her to come off the field, and we're being serenaded in the background as the Anguillans again throw in. Nice throw into the center. Colleen turning, nice shot there, Colleen! Oh, lovely shot there by Colleen Johnson. I did tell you she was dangerous. Turned the one-time shot, unlucky to have that one score. But Colleen Johnson, a lovely turn there on the right side, about 25 yards out, hitting the V, and really should have been able to get that goal. She really should have been awarded that one. Rather unfortunate, but a lovely shot there. Lovely touch, Colleen Johnson. Good play by the Anguillans. And as we wind down in the second half, we've got to say that the Anguillans have certainly been up to task in the second half and have shown some good play. The question is, will they be allowed to have this same leisure against the conditions? And I think the answer to that will be no. So again, on the attack, Anguilla, but not one of their main strikers, the number 14, really not showing the kind of control that we've seen from Colleen Johnson. That would be Chanel Hodge, not a natural striker, unable to control that one. And she probably would have been better off, or better advised, passing the ball to Colleen Johnson, but she went for the shot, wasn't able to control. So in again, back to Johnson. She just missed a goal and will be on, we have to say she was rather unfortunate. But the number 14 for the Virgin Islands, Laverne Foy, yet again back into the play. Number 6, again. Number 10, Makeda Foy, one of the Foy sisters, trying to turn, but yet again unable to control, needing help. So Anguilla back in contact, back onto the attack again, where they've been for most of the game. Anguilla still in control. Coming down at the Anguillans. Nice cross into number 13. She is dangerous. She did it all on her own before. She passed it back. Not a good pass to number 10. That's Makeda Foy. Makeda Foy, nice turn to number 19. Good defense there by the Anguillans. Driving it back down. Back to the number 13. And it goes into touch. No, it doesn't. Makeda Foy trying to get onto the edge of that one, but it'll go into touch, and it will be an Anguillan ball. So here at the Ayrshire Recreation Grounds, as we wind down in the second half, it's 2-0. Really should have been 3 right at the end there. Unfortunate hitting the crossbar by Colleen Johnson. A lovely turning shot about 25 yards out, and was unlucky not to get that one. But certainly got to be credited with some brilliant play there by the Anguillans. So defensively, here, nobody as usual for the Virgin Islands on top of that one. The Anguillan goalkeepers had little and no work at all. Number 14, here she goes again. Can't control it, Chanel Hodge. She's not been very good in the control, Chanel Hodge. And every time she's gotten the ball, she's lost it. So, who will come to assist? She needs to get the ball across to Colleen Johnson as fast as she can. Johnson is the danger one and has great control. Johnson waits for it. So Chanel will throw it in. No, she gives across to number 9. That's short of Richardson. Richardson will throw in. She'll be looking for Colleen Johnson. She does. Johnson gets control. Again, tries to turn. And oh, Johnson, remembering what happened the last time, turns and goes for the shot again. Not a bad try. Didn't quite know where the goal was that time, and the ball will go into touch. But you can't be annoyed with Johnson for trying that turn shot again. She had some relative luck from it the last time, and certainly has great football skills and a good football head. So Brittany Peters, who herself has had a good game, will kick out, but there isn't much time left in this one. The referee is probably just playing extra time now. We haven't seen the timer from the side, who usually show how much time left or if we're into extra time. But I would have suggested there isn't much time left in this one. So driving forward. Oh, this could be dangerous. This could be dangerous. This could be dangerous. And the ball bounced off of the legs of the number 16 and went into touch, and that should be a corner. So probably one more chance for the Anguillans to make it 3-0. They're coming forward. This probably could be their final chance. So the Anguillans, one final bite at the cherry, so to speak. Left wing, drives it across to the number 13. She's dangerous. That's Roxana Bradshaw. Into the center, off of the head of Ward, who's had a good game. She's played good defense. That's Daniela Ward. And it'll be another corner kick for the Anguillans. Will they try the same thing again? We saw in the last one that Roxana Bradshaw tried a short chip across. Will she do it again, or will she drive it into the center this time? She had a very decent foot. She drives it in this time. Onto the number 5. In the air, and it'll go into touch. And it'll be a kick out for Brittany Peters of the Virgin Islands. So it looks as if it's going to be all Anguilla for this one. No sign of the Virgin Islands scoring as we see the Anguillans again on the attack again. And the ball goes back to Peters. Peters again comes forward and she'll push it deep into the center as she's done for most of the night. Yes, that's been her best option all night, into the center. As usual, no one there for the Virgin Islands. Who has it? As usual, Anguilla. The number 10, one of the Foy sisters. They've been aggressive. They've had a good game, both sisters, but really haven't had the support for the rest of the team. Into touch. And I'd like to suggest really there is very, very little time left in the game. So a substitution. And number 19, who has probably had one of the best games, in to bring number 12, Tamisha. Is that not Tamisha? No, that is, we'll tell you who that is. That's Tariq Modeste. And Modeste, I don't know whether it's her father or her brother, is cheering on the side. So he's happy to see his relative get a game. But I'd like to suggest it's probably a little too late for Modeste to come in with very little time left in this one. The referee doesn't like that one. She says, no, you're cheating, take it back. So good eyes there by the ref. So, throw in. Gums. Throws it in, into the number 16. Number 10, she's been dangerous all night. There goes Foy, Laverne, the top player for the Virgin Islands. Hasn't had much in this game. The number 12 just coming on, Modeste. Modeste is quite anxious. She wants to get into the thick of things, but the ball is back into the hands of the Anguillans. Into touch, it should be Anguilla's ball. Number 10 throws it in quickly. Good thinking. Number 7, we haven't seen much of her in the game. And there goes nice play by Daniela Ward. Good defense. Number 10 though, she's got it this time. Takes a shot. Again, number 12, number 14. Again, she'll be well advised to pass the ball. The number 14 really is very, very weak. Not much football skills. And has really, I'm wondering why the Anguillans have her in the front, because she's got very little skills and has been unable to control the ball at all. So, as we wind down again to number 14, what can she do this time? Can she get the ball across to the number 10? Colleen, no she can't. And yet again we've seen the number 14 kicking the ball out, no control whatsoever, and the ball goes into touch. It will be the Virgin Islands ball. 2-0 here at the A.O. Shelley Recreation Grounds. You're watching Channel 55 live. It's World Cup qualifier under 20 ladies. The Virgin Islands in green in their national colors, Anguilla in their national colors, turquoise. Here comes the number 14. She's been everywhere. The top player for the Virgin Islands, Laverne Foy, passes it across to the number 8. Nice touch there by the Virgin Islands. Who is there to get it? Anguilla were able to take their time, and it will be an Anguillan ball. So the Anguillans really in no rush to get the ball. They know that the time is on their side, and they're just playing the clock out now. So a throw in for Anguilla onto the boot of the number 6. Anguilla again, good throw in. Number 14, Laverne Foy, trying to be everywhere. Can't play for everyone. Here goes her sister, Makeda Foy, trying to beat as she's done all evening, unable to turn. Anguilla back with the ball again. The number 10 back in her right foot position. This could be dangerous if they get it further down. Anguilla still looking. This could be dangerous, like I said. If they get the ball to number 10, this could be trouble. Number 14, she's not done very well in control. And it's an offside call there, it looks like. And for the first time of the evening, Anguilla have been caught trapped with the offside call, I believe. Let's just confirm that. Yes, it certainly was an offside call. Good call by the referee. But the BVI girls have been very weak in their defense and have not been able to play that offside play very much. And for the first time, winding down at the end of the second half, they've done so. So Laverne Foy, yet again, taking the kick. She's taken most of the kicks. Oh, nice push into the center by the number 10. But she, of course, is the one that needed to be there. She pushed it in, and she has lovely, lovely touch at the number 10 for Anguilla. There she goes again, trying to get to that one. They can't. And the ball within the touch, and it will be the Virgin Islands ball. 2-0 here at the O'Shelley Recreation Grounds. Anguilla over the Virgin Islands. They've been the better team. I'm not too sure if they've done enough to convince me that they can beat St. Kitts Nevis. So, number 14, Laverne against the top player for Anguilla, Colleen Johnson. And the two tuffled there somewhat, but the ball was awarded to Anguilla. So the Anguilla number 11, she has a good foot. Has kicked very nicely all night. Looking for the number 10, but he goes to the number 7. Anguilla still in control. And that's the game. That's the end of the game. And the winners, it's Anguilla, 2-0 over the Virgin Islands. You'll be watching channel 55. I'm Paul the Ball. And we want to thank you for watching the game. Again, we want to remind you, the final score, Anguilla 2, BVI 0.
Thank you all for coming out this evening. And we do see you too. We do look forward to seeing you on Thursday.